to Global Women Achievers Festival 2021. I am Nancy Narang, and today I have with me someone who is an author, a voiceover artist, a copywriter. You name it, she's done it. Welcome to the show, Lajja Sutaria. Hello Lajja, how are you?
Hi Nancy, I'm fine. First of all, I want to congratulate you guys. You guys are doing amazing job. I mean, finding women and giving them recognition is a big thing these days. And you guys are doing a brilliant job. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you, Lajja. It is women like you who are adding so much gravitas and charm to the show. It is stories like yours that are motivating women across the globe, and I can't wait to listen to yours. So tell me, you started as a copywriter, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. So basically, I was always a creative person, and I like to express myself in a creative way. So originally I used to write good songs and stuff, and finally I get into this copywriting world, advertisement world. So now I am a professional copywriter and lyricist.
Wow, lyricist. So how did you make that transition? Because lyricist is like a completely different ballgame. It might be writing, but it's a very different genre of writing. So how did that switch happen?
Actually, if you ask me, I was originally a lyricist. If you ask me technically, I was a lyricist. I used to love writing songs, poetry and stuff. And then gradually I realized that I'm very good with words. I can play with words very well. And that worked in copywriting field. So that is how I came copywriter later. And originally I was a lyricist.
Wow. So tell me, Lajja, what does it take to get into the whole skin of, let's say writing for somebody, or, writing the lyrics of a song? How do you bring yourself into that whole, imagery?
Here, one thing is very important to know, Nancy, that because I'm a copywriter, I need to write radio jingles and brand songs and stuff, right? So in that particular job, the most important thing is time constraint. So writing a song is still easier, but writing a radio spot, just accommodate everything in just 30 seconds is more difficult. So if you ask me, I kind of took that challenge very boldly, and gradually I worked on it, and now I can really write good radio scripts. You can.
So whether you talk about copywriting or you talk about radio jingles, as you said, they're all very high pressure jobs. Advertising per se is a very, is a field that has a lot of pressure. And, as a woman, there is an entire life outside your career that you have to balance. So how do you maintain that work-life balance?
So the good part about my profession is that my mind never stops, right? So whether I'm at my office or I'm roaming around or I'm at my home, I am always thinking. And the best part is that I am one of those luckiest people who are doing their profession as their passion, right? Or you can say vice versa, it's my passion, which is my profession now. So I enjoy that. If I'm at home, I do my regular chores and I can think of my work as well. So it was not that difficult for me.
So that means you're already prepared for the next day in advance. You're already thinking, what am I going to make out next, So tell me, Lajja, it is every lyricist's dream to write something for Bollywood. Is that on the cards?
Yes, definitely. It's my dream. Any lyricist's dream, and I'm sure definitely one day I will write good lyrics for film songs. In latest work, I have worked for a judo production, in which I have written a good garbo. So I think it's a good beginning. I hope it begins like this and it ends with beautiful songs written by me.
That's wonderful. So, as a woman, again, as I bring it back to advertising, it is, it has its share of trials and tribulations. And usually advertising is rather a man's domain, the sort of work pressure there is, the shifts that there are deadlines to be met. So, it's not as easy for a woman to just leave everything and be in office till 12 or 1. So how was your family supportive about that? What were their thoughts?
I'm extremely lucky, Nancy. Believe me, I have beautiful family, I must say. I live in a joint family. I have got my in-laws. Both of them are extremely supportive. My husband is a sweetheart. He is, Gaurav is extremely supportive. I've got two sons. Okay, you normally cannot expect so much from sons, but still Arhan and Arush, both of them are so supportive. They exactly understand what mama is going through, what mama is working on. So in that ways, my stars are very bright.
That's awesome, and knock on wood. So, Laja, how have you, as a mother, sort of inculcated the same love for the language or that creativity in your sons?
Beautiful question, Nancy. Here, I also want to pass one message to viewers as well. So, I am a Gujarati girl, right? These days, children are studying in English medium completely, but I firmly believe that it is extremely important to know your own mother tongue, not just to understand it, but also to how to speak and how to write. So I also have tried my level best to teach my kids Gujarati language. I have also written one book on how I dreamt of having children in my life, and that is one full book that I would love to I love them to read, and it is completely in Gujarati. So I have made sure that they know Gujarati so well that they can read those books.
So tell us something about the books you've written. What was your inspiration? What was the whole idea behind writing a book? Now, a book is a very long-term commitment. So on one hand, you're doing something that's going to be on for 30 seconds and gone. And on the other hand, the shelf life of a book and the time and the effort that goes into actually preparing that whole thing. So how did that happen?
If you ask me this question, I would say that I am not a very inculcated or professional author. I have written just 2 books. I am good at expressing my emotions in words, right? I am so much good in expressing emotions and feelings of a humankind, the entire humankind and relationships and stuff. So both of my books are on the basis of humans' relationship with each other. They are more on married life, love, and good, strong relationship, and so it just came naturally to me. Yes, you are right. It took a lot of time and efforts and everything, starting from, kind of writing to checking, proofreading, getting printed, all was done by me. So it was a long, difficult process, but luckily I could complete it. I don't know when am I going to write another book. I'm not very sure if I'm going to write or not, but I enjoyed writing that.
Well, all I can say is that since I don't know the language, I hope someday you come up with an English or a Hindi edition so that I can get to read what you've written. So I want to ask you, Laja, now you say you have that creativity and you can express yourself. Now, this is also a very good outlet to sort of take out everything you're feeling, pen it down, and it's out of your system. Now, women struggle a lot in terms of expressing themselves. More often than not, whether it's their workplace, whether it's their house, or in society, they can't express themselves. They don't have the gift of the gab. What would you like to say to women who are not professional writers, but how can they use writing as a platform to make it an outlet to let go of everything they're feeling, which they can't probably say to someone?
I think, Nancy, there are a lot of professional writers all around the world, right? So actually, what world needs right now is the raw writers. If you express yourself in your own words without thinking of the math of the word, the technical stuff of the writing method and stuff, it would be more beautiful. I would say that all women should express their feelings in some particular way. Either they can paint, or they can write, or they can sing. It's not necessary they have to write only. There are multiple ways of expressing themselves.
If you're only maintaining a journal, even if you're only penning your thoughts down in a diary.
That's true. So I guess somewhere they are very afraid of kind of, expressing themselves, that one day if they can get caught or something like that. But the truth is that it's not necessary to share the anecdote that has been happened with you, but what makes you what did you feel at that point of time, or what kind of emotion that you got at that point of time that you can at least express in the book?
Yes, because writing is very cathartic. Not just writing, as you said, any creative form of expression, is very cathartic in terms of healing you or helping you let go or just unburdening yourself. So I think this is a very important message, Lajja, that you don't have to get into the technicality and think whether you know the right words or the fancy words. मैं लिख सकती हूँ कि नहीं, मुझे आता नहीं है, मेरी लैंग्वेज पे कमांड नहीं है. I think it is just about expressing yourself in the language you know or in the way you know, and just sort of helping you unburden yourself. Isn't that true?
Absolutely true. There's a saying, in Hindi, I always say this to all of the people around me, that कुछ कहने के लिए कहना जरूरी नहीं है. You get it? So it's not necessary to write what exactly had happened with you, but you just write whatever comes in your mind. It is pure meditation, Nancy. Believe me, it is pure meditation. And once you write it down, when you close the book and you are done, the bad memory has gone, or the good memory is saved forever. So that's the beauty of writing.
So what is your favorite song, Lajja, in maybe a Bollywood or Hollywood song, जिसके lyrics आपको बहुत you feel that as a woman it is really आपके thoughts किसी ने जैसे लिख दिए हैं. What is that one song as a woman you can resonate to?
There are many lyricists like Irshad Kamil. I love his lyrics. There are many others also, but then there are few songs which are very close to my heart. Like if you ask for the old songs, then Ye Raate Ye Mausam, Nadi Ka Kinara, Ye Chanchal Hawa. So it gives me an entire feeling of a journey or something like that. Or you can say that Lag Ja Gale.
Yeah, oh, that's an all-time favorite.
Which has got strong meaning in the lyrics. I would love that song. These days, we really find such songs very rarely, but still today also there are few songs which are very, songs from Tare Zameen Par, beautiful collection of songs, right? So
Rajat, have you also explored singing, or is that one creative medium you've expressed? Have you explored?
Yes, you caught me, Nancy. Actually, I've learned music, singing for a few years. Yes, right. So I enjoy singing also. Like, I just sing for me.
You've Lajja, given it away, and now I don't think we can wrap up the show without you humming a line for us. Whatever song is closest to your heart on this day, as you would like to dedicate it to all our viewers, I would like you to hum a line or two.
Okay. So I would say that if you consider life as Haseen Raat, and if I would like to say that just live your life, live your moment, live now. Don't think about future. Don't take stress. Then I may sing this song. Lag ja gale ke phir ye Haseen Raat हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो, लग जा गले से.
Oh man, I'm completely blown away. It is so beautiful. It's a beautiful song, and you've sung it so beautifully. If there was no time constraint, we could have gone on and on.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nancy.
Very well summed up. Life is in the moment, and we must enjoy whatever we have today. And as Lajja said, I urge every woman and man who's watching this show to find some creative outlet to express yourselves, whatever be it singing or dancing or writing, anything. It's very important. And I think she is one fine example of how your passion can become your profession.
Thank you very much, the Professional Times and Indian Media Council, for organizing such beautiful event. Many congratulations to you guys. You guys are doing fabulous job recognizing women's efforts and appreciating them in your own creative way. Thank you so much for inviting me, choosing me for this same event, and wish you all the best for future, and wish you many more such successful events in future.
So thank you so much for coming on the show, Lajja. It was such a pleasure having you, and we wish you all the best. And I hope that some fancy composer and producer is listening to this, and you get your big Bollywood break.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you so much for inviting me for this chat. Thank you so much for giving me recognition. It is very important. There are so many women who are working in their own corner, exploring themselves, and you guys are doing excellent job. Many congratulations to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lajja. Thank you.
Thank you.